Hello, and thanks for visiting my channel. Today I'm going to share with you the setup I use for supporting bicycle events. I've had a few people ask me to do a rig walk around of my trailer setup. Right now, the trailer is loaded for a bicycle event. And what better time to discuss that setup than while the thing is still loaded. So come on, let me show you what we got going on here. I've been asked many times if I built the trailer or if it's custom made, and the truth is it's not. It's just a carry-on 3.5 by 5 utility trailer. I picked it up from Lowe's and immediately went to transforming it to make it what I wanted it to be. So the first thing I did, of course, was to add the wood floor, because I know these mesh floors warp a lot. And then eventually I added the wood sides. And then once the sides and the floor were done, it was just a matter of time before I built a lid to go on it for whenever I transport things that I want to cover or conceal. I also switched over to a different spring. It's a little more compliant, and larger wheels and tires, which of course to fit them I had to put on larger fenders. The entire trailer, including the fenders, is covered in Herculiner. It's a bed liner, and it's been great. It's very tough. It has eliminated a lot of annual painting for me, because these trailers will rust. You have to keep up with the maintenance on them, the paint, but it hasn't been a problem with the Herculiner, so that's been great. Also, my most recent addition has been this rack. It's an Outdoorsman, a Yakima Outdoorsman 300, and then I tossed a Yakima off-grid cargo basket on top, and that has been a game changer. The things that I used to keep in the back of the car now right on top, namely these two ice chests. And down here below that are my own chests. I have a 125 quart and a 150 quart chest. This is obviously where I carry the ice. The ice chests on top, I put around 70 pounds in each one. And the two below, the large ice chest holds 130 pounds, and the next one holds about 100 pounds. Below all of that, if you look closely, you can see the water coolers. I can hold 12 of these, or 5 gallons each. And then, of course, 5 gallons of water weighs approximately 40 pounds. That works out to about 540 pounds of water. And then the ice, if you were doing the math, is a little over 350 pounds. I think 360 as I quoted it to you. And that works out to about 1,000 pounds of cargo. It's actually less than 1,000 pounds. It's around 900 to 960 pounds, depending on how things go. It's a trailer with all the extra modifications, weighs around 500 pounds, and I like to limit my trailer loads to 1,500 pounds, and so it's perfect. So I have the trailer loaded to not its max capacity, but the max capacity of my car, which is 1,500 pounds. So that's pretty much where I keep it. I really don't want to add anything else to the trailer, but the event yesterday, we went through not only the 350 pounds of ice that I brought, but probably another 50 to 60 pounds, gosh, maybe even more than that. We just blew right through it like you wouldn't believe. So now that I've freed up so much space inside the car, what I'm going to do is I've discovered that with my rear seat delete, which I'll share that with you later, it's not ready to be shown off yet, I can hold 13 of the 5-gallon water coolers back there. And so what I'm going to do is I'm not going to transport water. I'm going to use those for transporting more ice. And so I will dump 20 pounds of ice in each one. And then when I get to the site to drop them off and deliver them, then I'll equalize the water and the ice between everything. And so that'll just give me the ability to transport an extra, I think it works out to about 260 pounds of ice. So this will be great. That would have me hauling over there, 600 pounds of ice? And then on top of the car, I have another Yakima product. It's a Showcase 15, which has 15 cubic feet of storage, and that's where I put empty water cooler bottles. I have 8 of those, and what I do is I use those for transport. I carry them empty on the way over, and then once I have all of my stuff delivered to each of the rest stops, I don't ever want them to be without a water cooler. I don't want anybody taking the water cooler away to go fill it up, because they'll be gone for at least an hour. So what I do is I use the 5-gallon clear bottles as transport containers to move water around and keep everybody replenished. And It's been working out great for me. I've never had a problem with this method, and I do the whole job myself. I supported, I think, 400 riders over this past weekend, and nobody ran out of anything. In fact, I dumped out plenty of water, so I think I'm keeping up with the demand. But for the next event, I do want to try the extra coolers. We need to buy a few more water coolers. They'll ride inside the car, and I think I would be set as far as supplying everybody with water and ice. I will squeeze one more cooler onto this trailer. Not that I'm going to put ice in it, because like I said, I'm at capacity, but I can use it as a transport cooler. So I will take it over empty, and then once I've dropped off these 4 coolers where they're going to spend the day, then I will have room to add to transport more ice. So there you have it. That's my loadout, and of course I didn't talk to you about the car because it's obvious this is my GTI channel, so I think you've heard enough about the car. So, but this is my loadout, and feel free to ask questions if you have them. I can't think of anything that I might have missed, and thanks for being here. I really appreciate it. Click subscribe if you're interested in hearing more of what I have to say about the car and what I'm sharing, and I'll see you next time. Thanks again.